Hi, I'm Marci Degman, the Aspiring Gardener, and today we're going to talk about low-maintenance garden plans. Now that's a pretty broad subject, but one of the first things to think about is what takes a lot of work. It's usually the watering, trimming, the day-to-day work that it takes to keep a garden healthy. So the first thing you want to do is plant a garden that doesn't take a lot of water, which is a drought-tolerant garden. Now this here is kind of a rock garden area, and it doesn't need a lot of water. It usually does fine with just a little bit of rainwater once in a while. Most of the plants in here don't want a lot of water, so I've got the gravel so it'll drain away. So that also means I have a gravel mulch, which means there's barely ever any weeds. And if a weed comes through the gravel, it pulls out really easy. So we have hardly any watering, almost no weeding. The sun takes care of the light. I have it in a light area, so you have to find the right plants for that garden. With this particular spot, these plants love heat, so I don't have to worry about them getting too hot. This particular plant is a Ghum, and the thing about a Ghum that I like is that you don't have to deadhead it. When I first got it, I thought that I better cut them back so that I'd have more flowers, but I found out that when I cut back the flowers, it actually stopped for the year. But if I left it completely alone, it would bloom a lot longer, and then it will throw seed and other plants will pop up. So find plants that don't need a whole lot of work from you whatsoever. Also, I have succulents. And succulents are another type of plant that doesn't need a whole lot of water, really doesn't need any care except maybe a little bit of trimming each year when it gets kind of brown. I have a ever black grass here, mondo grass. Looks like this all year long. It blooms, it gets berries, it looks good. I don't have to do anything to it. So low water, perfect conditions for the plants. If you want a low maintenance garden, put the right plants in the right light situation. Get plants that don't need to be deadheaded, don't need to be trimmed, and really don't need to be fertilized. And you won't have a lot of weeds if you put a really good mulch. And there you have a low maintenance garden.